So yeah, welcome back. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone's keeping safe. I did do a video yesterday. First, I said I wasn't going to do episodes and episode numbers to a certain extent, but things change. So on the description, I've put yesterday's was Lawfolds Farmer Simulator 19. Today, this is Lawfolds 2 Farmer Simulator 19. So yeah, I am going to put numbers. I said I wasn't going to, but I am going to. Anyway, so yesterday we went through how we started, where I came from, obviously moving house at the timber yard. Obviously this time of year there's not a great demand for timber and wood chips. So obviously I had to branch out and try and do something to better myself. So as you saw from yesterday's episode, I moved house and I've taken on a role of looking after chickens, quite a few chickens, 1,000 chickens, and looking after some sheep, 500 sheep. So we saw everything yesterday, we saw the whole setup. Obviously before I even moved in, we had delivery to unload, which I didn't know about, which didn't bother me. So we cracked on straight away. Obviously I had to feed the sheep. Well, I didn't realise how far how low the feed was, so we fed the sheep, but they're not 100% capacity fed. They have got food and they have got water, but it's obviously I did say I lived right near a farm, so I was going to go and speak to introduce myself to the farmer there and see if I could get in there with him. I did go and speak to him, a lovely bloke. His name's Fred. So that's going to be the name of the man. His name's Fred, and I introduced myself. The land that the chicken buildings and that are on are actually that's actually his land. Obviously I read through the folder last night of all the invoices, all the deliveries, all what's been going on over the years from the couple that I took the land over from. I mean, there is no rent due on the land. We have got to pay rent, but not at the moment. I didn't actually realise, if we bring the map up, if you can see down where field 28 is, nearly in the middle, field 28 there, which is highlighted in green, that's where we've got our chicken sheds and where we've got our sheep pastures. Didn't realise that obviously the rest of that is a field as such, so we can potentially plough that out and put a bit of crop in there. Obviously looking, there's a tiny little field there next to field 28, which is highlighted green, field 30. Well, I didn't actually realise till looking through all the paperwork, we actually own field 30 as well. Whether that needs cultivating, ploughing, whatever, but there's potential there to put a little bit of product in there. So really, for the animals, I need grass for the sheep, and I could do with wheat or barley for the chickens. So potentially we could plough a bit of field 28 out and I'll have a bit of grass growing in there, or I'll probably put a bit of wheat in there and have a little bit of grass. Obviously it's not going to be a huge amount of grass come off field 30, so potentially you've got field 29 there, which is right near our property. Well, obviously not at the minute, because if you look at the top right hand corner, yesterday I had £1,188 in the bank. Not a lot. Where we are now, I'm now finishing up on a cultivating contract for another local farmer. Well, obviously the cultivator I've got here is the Crumbler. It's a mod, it's a 10 metre working width. I think it's 120, it requires 120 horsepower, so the tractor's ample enough. But going back to the money, as you can see, we had to lease the equipment. So I started off with £1,188 in the bank. I've now got £820 in the bank. Yeah, not great. So we're going to finish this job here, collect the money for this. I think this pays out just over £7,000. I'm going to do a little cultivating job on field 8, go back, get the trailer, and we're going to get some more feed for the sheep, and then we're going to do a bit from there. So yeah, that's about it really. So what we're going to do, we're going to crack on, and there's literally this tiny little row here to do. So this it's not letting me finish this bit of cultivating, which, to be fair, I think the actual contract is complete. So we go on to contracts. So yeah, you can see, look, this is where my house is, the 2 chicken sheds, the sheep pastures, but obviously it's on quite a big bit of land, so I potentially could plough this bit up. Might do a little bit of wheat, have grass in one of these. This is Fred's farm, which is right on our doorstep, which is handy. But I didn't even realise we have this field as well. So anyway, we're going to go across to the contract. See, completed. So I got 800 and what's it, £20 in the bank. I've now completed this contract total at 7,522. So I'm going to collect that. Bosh. Look at our money. Lovely. So we are now in the money. £8,341. We started off with just over 1,800 quid. So you cannot grumble at that. I'm going to fold the cultivator up. So I'm happy with that. I normally play real time. If you can notice at the clock, it's ×5. So yeah, so the time's going to go quite quickly on these episodes. I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, because obviously we are playing seasons and I do want to get through it. I think I've done 6-day seasons. We are on day 2 of early spring. So yeah, I think I'm going to go and do a little harvesting contract on field 8. Harvesting, I say harvesting, cultivating contract on field 8. Get that done. Get a bit more money, go back, get the trade, get some more feed for the sheep, and then we'll see where we are there. If you remember from yesterday's episode, this is where I was living before I moved. So yeah, it's quite weird that the job came up right there. Oh, there's some vehicles coming. This little Fiat 1300 DT, it's quite a little beast actually. Didn't think it was going to be that great a tractor for doing cultivating jobs, but so this cultivator I've got, the Crumbler, is a brilliant bit of kit. What we'll do, we'll just put an indicator on. We're going to block the traffic for a minute, it doesn't matter. Oh. If any of you watched any of my other episodes, you will know I have a bad habit of not closing gates. Right, field 8. Here we go. So yeah, like I said, if you didn't watch yesterday's episode, you'll see it's obviously this is I'm not starting off with a farm. I'm not starting off with loads of money. Nearly start off from scratch, like I said. So you know, we're going to see how we get on. Obviously, the plot that I took over with the chickens and the sheep had this tractor, a Land Rover, which I'm quite chuffed with because I've got my camper van, but at the minute we can keep it. Why wouldn't I? But potentially we could sell the camper van to get a little tidy profit out of that if we need to. As always, I'm going off the subject. Oh look, I left the gates open. We had 2 trailers, so yeah, a little bit to do. So I want to get this cultivating job done on field 8. It's not a huge field, so bear with me. I'm trying not to bore you too much by doing this, but I'm happy that we've got a bit of money in the bank now. It's a start. I mean, that wasn't a bad contract. That's just over £7 for cultivating that field. I mean, that's crazy. So this is field 8. We'll go on to the contracts. We'll go down to field 8, whatever it is. Field 8. This is only paying outlet 2,738. I could use their equipment, but it's still cheaper for me to lease a cultivator and use my tractor. So we will accept the contract on field 8. There we go. Well, unfold. So this cultivator is brilliant. The Crumbler. Lower that down, and we'll do a bit. So it shouldn't take us too long to bounce around this, I'm hoping. But yeah, this little tractor has been a little gem. I mean, obviously I've only used it for a day, but half a day. But yeah, I've got no complaints. So if you look at the clock now, it's now 3 minutes past 7 in the morning. So obviously time is going by fairly quickly. Fairly quickly. Whether I will adjust that or not, I don't know. I might do. But at the minute I am playing ×5 and I am playing with seasons on, which is a rarity for me. I think I've only ever played with seasons once. Obviously it's all new to me and I did get myself in quite a muddle. I'll probably happen again. Because I don't play with seasons enough. I'm just used to the norm, you know, as they say. This contract's on its way. 6%. Oh, stopped. So we're soon going to buzz through this. Lovely job. There we go. Just put some lights on. We can see a hell of a lot more now though. Yeah, so anyway, going back to the neighbouring farm. Yeah, Fred, he is such a nice bloke. You know, he didn't have any work for me as such, but he was telling me about the couple who obviously had the chicken sheds and the sheep before I took him over. I mean, like I said, they were actually well past retirement age, and they just carried on for not for the money, because they'd made their money over the years, obviously just for the love of it, for the love of the animals. Obviously they did have to eventually say, you know, a day, this is it, call it a day, you know, we are past retirement, which is a pity really, you know. Hats off to them for carrying on over retirement age, you know, because a lot of people would just say, right, that's it, I've worked all my life, I've paid my due, and away we go. You know, so yeah, so as I said, Fred is a real nice bloke. Introduced me to a few other farmers in the area, hence why I've just finished that cultivating contract on that field. I'm now doing this contract on this field. Obviously at the minute it's mainly all cultivating contracts, so don't be alarmed. You're not going to see me constantly just doing cultivating contracts, but saying that, that's the only way at the minute, at this time of year, I'm going to be able to make any sort of money, which, you know, it's one of them. So I have leased this cultivator, but we do need some more feed for the sheep. Probably got to check the water. I mean, once we get up and running, hopefully they'll start producing eggs and producing wool, and you know, but obviously we've got it's going to be peak times in the different seasons, different times of year for when we can sell to make the best money, which is a bit of a bind as well, because if I wasn't playing with seasons on, we could get you know, at least one pallet full of eggs, a couple of pallets of wool, just go and sell them any time of the year at any particular sell point, which was, you know, high demand, make our money that way. Obviously with seasons on, it's not going to be that simple, but anyway, you know, it doesn't matter, we'll get there. We'll plod on through. 26% already. We'll plod on through as we do. So what I will do, I'll try and be quiet for a little while. Might put a little bit of music on. A little bit of music on. And yeah, we're just going to get this contract done. So it's only paying 2,700 and I can't even remember, but yeah. It all helps towards some feed, but I'm not going to have the feed delivered. So from yesterday's, like I said, I did say I weren't going to call them episodes, but I suppose they are. I mean, this is a live stream, so anything can go wrong. I can't edit anything. So yeah, but yeah, as yesterday, as soon as we went to move in, there was an Arctic there with flatbed on, with pretty much a full load of feed. The sheep took all the feed. But so going through the books, the feed isn't that much money. It's not a dear commodity as such, you know, it's not too bad. But delivery wise, I mean, I haven't got to come that far. then you've got to come from where the stores are. So I'm thinking, you know, I can't get as many pallets at a time, but I'm thinking obviously I've got 2 trailers there. I'll just pick the one I think's best, go down there with this Fiat, with the front loader, pick up my own feed obviously, and take it back. So obviously there's going to be no delivery charge on that. Will I have to do a few more trips? Possibly, because obviously my trailers aren't that big and the sheep do need quite a bit more feed. But, you know, we've now made a bit of money, so we're going to have to spend a bit of money on feed. Anyway. Oh, so I did say I was going to shut up, didn't I? Put some music on. We'll get there. We are nearly there. I am still here. Just thought I'd go quiet for a little while. And then you can hear the music. Maybe you hear the music playing. But yeah, a little bit of background noise. Yeah, we're getting there. We're just over halfway there. Do bear with, like I say, I know it's maybe a little bit boring to some. But like I said, don't worry. You know, you're not going to see me constantly do cultivating contracts. Obviously, I do need to do them. The more the merrier, but I don't want, you know, I want the seasons, I want the, you know, the time to go. You know, look, it's 10 to 8 now. Last I looked at the clock, it was like 5-6 minutes past 7. It's now 7:48 because I'm playing times 5. The days are going really quickly. I'm not sort of saying, I don't know how I'm going to get on with that, because you are, you know, pushed a little bit to get things done in one day. We'll see. So I don't normally play seasons. I don't normally play times 5. I normally play real time. Yeah, but it would be good that when the baling contracts come around, because as we all know, if you played this game before, on the baling contracts you only have to deliver. You have to obviously cut all the grass and bale them all, but you only have to deliver normally a certain amount of bales before you can, before it can complete the contract. And normally there are bales left over, silage bales, which, to be fair, is handy because I can sell them, or instead of wrapping them, I can keep them as grass, and potentially, I don't know if it works that way, but I'm pretty sure that in the feed areas, say for the sheep, I could just drop a grass bale there and it will fill up the feed troughs. That's what I'm hoping. I can't remember for the life of me, but I'm pretty sure you can. So, that would be a free substitute as such for food, but it's just obviously, it's if and when. I've not seen many. I've been around the map a little bit, get a bit familiar, but I don't know where all the fields and all the little cut throughs are. But like I said, I haven't actually come across any big grass fields as such. So whether there will be any baling contracts on here is another story. Hoping, fingers crossed. But I'm pretty chuffed to find out that we own that little field 30. Well, so we rent the land off Fred, but from what he was saying yesterday, is like the people before me they pretty much paid a massive lump up front, so he's not going to be after me for any rent money for quite a while, which is good, because we need the money at the minute. We need the money, but look, I started off with 1,800 quid yesterday. Today you just came on and I've obviously leased this cultivator, and I was on what, 820 quid. I've just done one contract, which, to be fair, is it realistic to get paid that sort of money for one job? Maybe not, but hey, I'm not going to grumble, because as you can see, I'm now £8,000 better off. Well, £7,000 not paid, but you know what I mean. I'm now £8,110 better off in my pocket now for doing it. I'm going to get 2,700 and diddly for this contract. But we're going to obviously have to spend money on some feed. But like I said, it's one of them. You've got to do what you've got to do. You make money and you spend money, and that's just part and parcel. We've got to nearly be done on this contract. Let's have a quick look. 84% on this contract. So, like I said, and it's funny, you normally don't have to actually cultivate the whole field. You'll get a couple of rows out and it will say contract complete. And sometimes I think, yep, sweet, do well, take the money and run. And then sometimes, like, the instinct, what you could say, I'm not a farmer, but the farmer instinct in you thinks, really, I should finish that field. You wouldn't you wouldn't cultivate, say, 3/4 of your own field if you were putting cropping in there, because obviously you're doing it as a contract and you want the money. You sort of think, yep, lovely, it's done, take the money and run. So yeah, this is going to come up contract complete in the next couple of runs. We'll see how close we are to finishing the field before it completes the contract. You know what, I might just finish it just so it's done. There are a few little bits that I have missed, but nothing major at all. So it's a big step out for me for what I'm doing. There's a little road that runs down there. Let me just bring the map up. There is, look. So I could barely see it on the map, but obviously look at the map. Left-hand side of field 6. There's a little. You can see the track over there across the road. There's a track that runs all the way down to field 1 and cuts across to another farm, and you can cut through and come back. The only thing is, a lot of these cut throughs and that is private land, and obviously I'm not that well situated with all the farmers yet to keep cutting through. I have found a cut through near our plot, which we'll see on the way back. I went past it yesterday, but obviously didn't even cross my mind to go for there, because obviously there's gates, and obviously that particular bit is obviously near us and just near Fred's farm. So this little cut through, which will save us quite a bit of time going all the way round, You know, he said we are welcome to cut through there. You know, it's private, but we're welcome to cut through. There's only one stipulation, and it's something that obviously I'm not very good at. It's closing the gates behind. He says, if you're going to use the cut-throughs, please, please, please close the gate behind you. Sounds simple enough, but you know, if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know that I struggle. I mean, we just came up to this field here, and there was a gate open near the sawmill. I mean, I wonder who left that open. Me, me, as always. So yeah. Hope none of you have fallen asleep yet. Here, contract complete. Are we wide enough to do one final pass? It's going to be up and down and it's done. Well, like I said, the contract is complete, but I might as well finish this last little bit off. I mean, you've just sat here and watched me, and it wasn't a huge field, and so it's 10-metre spread on this cultivator, if I remember rightly, but it still took a little while. I mean, what's it now? 23 minutes past 8 in the morning. I mean, you know, most of the morning, a good part of the morning's gone. I think we can turn our running lights off now. So we're going to do this last little strip, collect the money, go and get some feed. Happy days. So we're going to be about 10 grand after this. I mean, fuck. You know, we just came on and I was 820 quid. We're going to be 10 grand soon. Just over 10 grand. I mean, you can't grumble. Well, you can, but you know what I mean. There we go. Fold that up. Let's look at this money. Here we go. £2,738. Queen's heads in my pocket. Collect them. Thank you. Look at all these cultivating jobs. I mean, wow. Some of them pay out crazy money. I mean, yeah, 6.5 grand. 8.5 grand, 6, 3, 7, 9. Wow, that's a thing is how big the fields are like that. Just over 9 grand. Field 6. Let's have a look and see which one field 6 is, shall we? Field 6. Yeah, we're right near field 6, and that is a big. I mean, we just done like. I mean, that paid out just over 7 grand for doing the contract on this field. That's good money. That's a big field. What I'll do while I'm here, I'm going to see what state field 30 is in. So field 30 is withered. So that's going to probably need ploughing, cultivating. So that's going to need ploughing. If we just turn that off. It's going to need liming. Great. And clearly it will need fertilising. Fertilising. Right. So what are we now money-wise? Top right-hand corner, look. 10,848 Queen's heads in our back pocket. Come on. I'm happy with that. We're now going to go and spend some now, unfortunately, but yeah, I can live with that. Right. Let's trundle back in our little Fiat. Flat out at 23 miles an hour. Absolute machine. Put a beacon on, shall we? Nice. Right. Little gem, this tractor. So only rear-wheel drive. You can get four-wheel drive version of this, but this is rear-wheel drive only. We'll just leave that there. We've got to get in the habit of shutting gates. Oh, there's a cement mixer lorry coming. He's going to take my front end off. away we go. How's that looking behind? Yeah, we're out on the road a little bit. I'll have to get over a bit when there's... Oh! Get over a little bit when there's something coming the other way. Oh, well, the indicator's bright. No point me returning the cultivator back to the stores because we need it. I mean, I don't know how much it is. Potentially, we could potentially buy one, but we need as much money as possible at the minute. And obviously, there is a charge every day. As soon as it hits midnight, you do get charged for whichever bit of equipment you've got on lease. But it's obviously at the minute that's the way we've got to do things. Unfortunately. Obviously, the money I've made just from 2 contracts here has covered the leasing costs. Ooh. Come on, little Fiat. Trundle your way back. So yeah, yesterday we had to come down here. We had to go right down to the bottom and come all the way through. But like I said, there is a little cut through here. And like I said, the man, Fred, he's the man, says that I can use his little cut through. I'm hoping I didn't the gates. Well, heaven forbid. I mean, this isn't me. The gates are open. I mean, I haven't opened them. So he's obviously been through here himself. What we'll do, we'll quickly pull up. If we go to the map, right. So you can see where my flashing emblem is. We had to go to the right side of field 21, go all the way down to the bottom of field 25 and come and then do a, you know, do a right at the bottom and come through. We're now cutting through between field 22 and 21, so I'm not missing out a lot, but I am cutting through and I am taking a big chunk, you know, of time out. You know, this tractor does 23 flat out. You know, it's all right. Obviously, you know, quicker the better. So we're cutting through here now. So yeah, I mean, but I said he said about keeping the gate shut, but that gate was already open. So I mean, to me, it's a little bit like I didn't open them. Where am I going? I didn't open them, so I ain't closing them. Sorry. And there's me saying about how good I need to be about keeping the gate shut and that. Nope. Is that door open a little bit? That's the window. That is the door. I thought that door was open a little bit. Hang on. Hang on. Ah. There we go. We like a bit of air. We've got to have a bit of air. I don't want the front cab open or the door open, but we'll have a bit come through the back. So anyway, we'll carry on. So I would say these gates are going to be open because they are. So I ain't closing them. I'm not closing them if he comes and kicks up. I know I'll just pull straight out because there's not going to be anybody here. Whoa, did swing out enough. How tight is that on this track? Cool. I think I'm going to stick to this view for a minute because it's fairly tight, the cultivator down here. So where do we leave the cultivator? Do we leave it by the house? I mean, we could do. I mean, we have got a bit of storage space. The thing is though, I don't own this. This is going to sound really daft. I don't own it. I've leased this cultivator. So even though I have got a perfectly good shed to store it in, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy to store this near the house, so I can keep an eye on it. If anything, yeah, we'll dump that there. He says. So yeah, I've got a building as such to you know, to store machinery, but because I'm leasing this cultivator, I'd rather have it near here, near the house, to keep an eye on it. So yeah, we'll leave it as that. Right, we can go and get some more feed now for the sheep. Keep them happy. I don't know how they're looking for water. Some pallets appeared of wool. Happy days. What we'll do... Any water in this? No. Bone dry. So I'm pretty certain that this is a live water feed here, so we're going to fill that up. Right, so as I'm doing the live stream, I can have two options. I can have it so I can see spectators' messages, or I can't see spectators' messages. At the minute, it's just popped up saying in the corner that I have 2 comments or 2 messages, but I can't actually read them. So if you bear with me, I'm going to see if I can go on to sharing and broadcast settings. I do apologise for that. I just had to read. I wanted to read the comment from a chap, and he's just asked, which I love this. You know what I mean? Yes, mate. That bit of kit here, that is a cultivator. I know it doesn't look like one, but it's a mod, and it's called the Crumbler, and it's a very good mod, very cheap, a minimal horsepower requirement, and like I said, a 10-metre working width. It is a good, cheap cultivator to get you going. What we'll do, I'm quite touched by that. We'll go along onto cultivators. Obviously, there's quite a few in here. There we go. There we go. The case, 110 Crumbler. It's 11 grand to buy, and to lease, £561 to lease. No options, 12 metres. There you go. Required, it's not even got a 30 horsepower required for that cultivator. So the Crumbler, that's good. That next to it is obviously a lot more expensive. The TLG 600 cultivator. You got a comparison to this, look. That is only 5.6 metre working width. It is 36 grand to buy, yeah? That is 10 metre working width, and it's 11 grand to buy. I mean, it's a no-brainer, really. It is a no-brainer. So, yeah, there you go. That is a cultivator, and it is heck of a good mod. It really is a good mod. Don't know what's going on there. So anyway, we'll jump back into the Fiat. We've filled up with water. We're going to sort the animals out. I appreciate the comment about asking if it's a cultivator or not. I appreciate that. Sorry about that. Just had a bit of an itchy ear. I've just come up again. It's saying that I've got another couple of comments. I might be annoying again and just go off to a blank screen just to read the comments again. Sorry, I mean, I don't normally do this, but I'm quite intrigued now Let me go down. 5 comments. Let me go down to broadcast settings. Broadcast settings. View comments. This is a car. There we go. Sorry about that. I've now changed it. Germany G. There you go. I've now changed it so I can read people's comments. I mean, I'm quite chuffed with that. So there we go. Nice. No worries, buddy. Thanks, I appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot. Like I said, I don't necessarily do these live streams, you know, for, how do I explain it? You know, for all the, you know, oh, you're a YouTuber and all that. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm doing a YouTube video as such, but I'm not what you would say like some of these top boys who YouTube videos is their bread and butter and they do it for a living. No. I'm just a normal guy. I do my job. I work all week, and on the weekends when I get a chance, I just enjoy, you know, playing this game. And I like to do a live stream video. And if someone else can get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, like me, and then I'm happy with that. You know, I'm not going to grumble. I'm happy with that, and it's nice to see. How much water that's going to take. Get them topped up. Right, we can go and get some feed now. Oh, that's very messy. This is something that I'm going to need. I'm going to need a front loader bucket, aren't I, to clean up my mess. Didn't think of that. So like I said, when I took this bit over, this plot of land over, there was only limited equipment here. And obviously one thing that wasn't here was a front loader. So what we will do is we'll drop that off. We've got some wool produced. We've got a couple of egg boxes in there. A couple of egg boxes in that one. Oh, I'm happy with that. Here we go, we've got some wool producing. What have I got there? Read comments, please erase. I don't, like I said, I don't normally have the comments up. Never have the comments up. But obviously I see quite a few pop-ups, so I want to read them. So you're saying to me, I'm getting saying to erase them. I'm not too sure what I'm doing. Anyway, we need to go and get some feed. We need a front. We need a front bucket, and we need some more feed. We've got 2 egg boxes in there. What trailer? We need to pick this up. Lovely. I'm pretty sure that this rear weight has got a attacher to it, so I can have the rear weight on and a trailer as well. I've got 2 trailers to go for, but looking. Right, what we'll do, we're going to take this trailer, but we've got egg boxes on here in a minute. Floating years, we'll take them off. Just, oh, what's going on? We'll pop that on there. Is anyone going to pick one up for me? We'll pick you up. Fall off the end of the trailer. Oh, drop you on there. We'll walk into the forks. Right. We'll pick this up. So I'm hoping it's going to attach with its weight on. It's not. It is. Oh. That's a new one on me. So we can't use the weight. I thought we could hook up to the trailer. So can we hook up to this trailer with that on? We can. Now I'm a little bit of a dilemma because I'm going to need that weight. Can't hook it up to the front because there is no front attacher for it. But then, so that trailer is a bit bigger. Okay, well we're going to have to risk it. Well, we'll leave the weight here because I need to take that other trailer because that's a better trailer. Oh, I'm chuffed that we've got wool in that producing now. Got some wool. We've got some eggs. Oh, yes. I'm happy. So we own field 30 up the top there. That'll probably need cultivating. Let's go and spend a bit of money. Let's go and get some feed. Put our little beacon on, and we are flat out at 23 miles an hour in the little Fiat 1300 DT. Absolute little gem off a tractor. I hope I'm not going to catch the trailer as I swing in. I think we're pretty safe. There we go. Go spend a bit of money. Oh, got a different view. Back to the outside. Nice. So that trailer sort of looks a bit lost on this tractor. Oh, let's look at the comments there. What's my YouTube? It is J Plays, but unfortunately, I didn't realise if you put in J Plays in YouTube, loads of J Plays come up. You don't actually find me that easily. If you do want to find me, I've only ever done Farming Simulator 19 videos. So if you put in J Plays Farming Simulator 19 or Farming Simulator 19, I've done the last episodes I've done was Little Norton. I mean, yeah, you will find me, but you might take you a little while. If you want to find me and you want to subscribe to me, then yeah, please do. I mean, I'll be chuffed. I will be chuffed to bits with that. I really will. Right. I'm gonna put that there. No, I don't want to unhitch that one. I want to unhitch this one. What we'll do, we'll turn that off. We'll bowl across to the shop. One thing that's bugged me, this pallet is somehow sunk into the ground. It's sheep feed, as you can see, so it's been paid for, and I can't move it. I can't pick it up with the tractor. I can slide it across the floor. I can't pick it up. Can't do nothing with it. When you try and get rid of it, it comes up, look, sell, back, customise, repair, repaint. So I go to sell, and it does nothing. You cannot get rid of it. I'm hitting that button to sell, and that is it. You cannot get rid of it. So I don't really know what to do with that. Anyway, we have came here. just had a comment saying, haha, I found your channel. That made me chuckle, that has, mate. That's made me chuckle. Well, you know. Sorry, I was having a bit of a drink. Not alcoholic drink, don't worry. Just having a drink. Well, I said that, having a bit of a drink. Not alcoholic, just a drink. Yeah. I need some feed. We'll go to the stores. We'll go across. I can't remember, it's going to be on pallets. Usual mod that I use: premium chicken food, cow food, pig food, horse food, sheep food. So sheep food, that's theoretically, that's just grass. Obviously you can harvest grass, you know, but like I said, I haven't got any means at the moment on this map to get any grass. There's no contracts come up for any baling jobs, so at the minute. Oh, you're having a that's another comment, you're having a beer at the moment. Ah, alright. don't rub it in too much, will you? I would have a beer, but I've got to pop out a bit later on tonight to pick the other half up. So yeah. So you have a beer for me. Make me chuckle. Right, premium sheep food. So no wrap, clear wrap bulk, black wrap. Well, we're not too worried about that. So I will have, I'll have one, I'll have two, I'll have 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that that's going to be enough. 6. I want to look to see how much room I've got on the trailer. I've just got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might get another 2 on the bottom there, but I do desperately want a front bucket. I don't really want to have to come back. What we'll do, we'll load these on. Bear in mind, I didn't bring the rear weight with me. What's the best way to load these on? This way. Didn't bring the rear weight with me. Normally I'd be a bit cheeky and pick up 2 pallets, but I'm worried that if I do that, you know what? I'm going to try it. You only live once, so we'll see if we can pick up 2, which is, I said, a little bit, it's not very realistic. You would better pick up 2 pallets if you had long forks. Obviously, like this, it looks like I've got 1 pallet strap, but you can pick up both in one go. You know what? The tractor's not tipping up. So we can be a little bit cheeky. Get away with this. Now, loading skills. There's a lot to be desired for me. They nearly fit on there, perfect. Yeah, I'm not going to get any more than 6 on there. I could double stack, but it's if I dare or not. Who dares wins, as they say. I'll pick that one up. Got to get these bob on, really, he says. You know, it's going quite well for me in a minute. Normally you have your good days and you have your bad days. And someday, I mean, like I said, if any of you have ever watched any of my other work, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, I like what you're saying. I like that. Good thinking. I like what you're saying. So we are going to get 6 on there. Do I dare? Do I dare put any more on there? I mean, this tractor has got a bit of grunt to it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's 180 something horsepower on this, so it's quite a little beast for what it is. But I mean, I've still got 10,548. So theoretically, so that cultivator was 11 grand. I'm not going to buy the cultivator at the moment. But so I do need a front bucket for a bit of a clean-up. So we could buy that. We could buy some more feeds. I mean, we've got plenty of chicken feed, loads of chicken feed. Let's have a look. Like I never, I'm quite liking this. I never have the comments on, and having them on now it is quite, you know, it's nice. It's nice to see that people are watching and actually are commenting. The only thing, look at that, right in the arse end of that trailer. I mean, that's not bad. That is not bad for me, actually. Oh, yeah, a little bit of a gap against the headboard there. I could have gone a bit closer. But for me, that is not bad. Yeah, the only thing is, I can see how long I've been streaming for. I mean, I do take a rough note on my clock radio here in the bedroom where I'm sitting. Yes, I'm in the bedroom doing this. Computer's upstairs in my room, away from the kids. I'm not silly. I do take a note of when I started and when I'm going to finish, and I try not to do. You know, I don't want to bore anybody, so you know, my streams do vary sometimes on how long I stream for. But yeah, you can just see how long you've been on there. So yeah, do you know what? Shall we get 2 more and put 2 in the middle, or like 1 in? You'll see what I mean. Do you know what? We're going to get 2 more pallets. Why not? Let's live life a little bit dangerously, shall we? Right. So, we'll go for 1, 2. I will go for it. Just hoping the trailer will put up with it and the tractor will be able to pull it. And I have got, now I'm thinking I have got an idea of strapping this big bag handle down to the back of the trailer and then getting my front bucket. And we'll just buy a front bucket. I mean, we're going to need it. There's no point me leasing something like that. That's just pointless. Like I said, yesterday we had a truck and a flatbed trailer, and you know, had a delivery. And to be fair, not much more than what I'm taking back now. But obviously, I've looked for the books, looked for the invoices, and the delivery you get charged for having this stuff delivered to you is phenomenal. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Another comment, did I play FS17? I did play FS17, but I didn't do anything like this. Didn't do any streaming, anything like that. And I was a little bit, when I played FS17, I was a little bit, you know, they say, loads of people say, don't they, you know, you play the game how you want to play it, you know, and all that, you know, which I do. But when I played FS17, and when one of the mods came out, I think it might have been, what mod was it? Because we didn't get as many mods in 17. It was the wind turbine mod. And obviously, once you placed a few of them, you got an hourly income. So all I would do to get the machine, obviously, to play the game I wanted, I would literally put a few of the wind turbines. Well, I'd start a game, I'd sell all my land, I'd sell all my equipment that I started off with, I'd buy at least 1 or 2 wind turbines, put the wind turbine somewhere, speed up time, and then I would just get money rolling like that, and then I would buy what I want, and I would start off with the biggest, bestest equipment, you know, you ever get. And that's fine, you know, you can play the game like that. There's nothing wrong with playing the game like that, don't get me wrong, but when I got this one, I got 19. I started playing a game like that, and you know what? It sounds really silly. I didn't get as much satisfaction out of playing the game because I've done all that on FS17. It's not cheating, but all right. Well, hello, welcome, you fellow streamer. So we're going to see. The strap's going to take over this. It's a bit strange. The straps are strapping, but they seem to be going inside the pallets. Should we just put the whole caboodle on? As many straps as possible. Now, what I want to do, I want to take that one off. That's going to be a rum old load. Right. I want to see if I can. I've seen this done before. So I'm hoping it's going to work. Because I want to bring the bucket back, front bucket back. Obviously, I've already got this implement on here, so I'm pretty sure that if I put that. Yeah, put that on there, disconnect, lovely, so that, look at that, I know it doesn't look pretty with the straps sometimes, I'll put another one over, but that's gone round that as well actually, isn't it? It's gone round the big bag handle as well, that strap. Didn't know it would do that. That is sweet, so that's on there now. Ah yes, it did work. Oh bless you, I'm now reading that. I did the Monster Machine thing as well on FS17. Oh yes, you know too well. You know too well how easy it is to. There's so many mods around now, and I said there's nothing wrong. Them straps look weird, don't they? Going for the bags. There's nothing wrong with doing that if you want to play the game like that. But like I said, I want to try and do things a little bit differently and get a bit more satisfaction out of it. So like you know, you probably heard I started off with just shy of 1,800 quid in the bank. This morning when I started, I had 850 quid in the bank. We've now done a couple of contracts. We've got the £10,448 in the bank now. We've just bought a load of feed for the sheep. We've got eggs. I've also got egg. We've got a couple of egg boxes. We've got wool producing. There's plenty of other contract work out there. I've just brought some feed. I'm now going to buy a front loading bucket. You know, and that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of the grin factor for me. So. We need 2 front loaders. So what do we go for? Because I've got quite a few mods. I mean, you've got your normal bucket there, 940 litre capacity. I will check your channel out, bud. Don't you worry. What I will do, while you've got that message on there, I will screenshot that. I've now screenshotted that message, bud, and I will look at your channel. Right, multi-purpose bucket. I've got a few different mods on here. There is one which I downloaded and I don't think I've ever really used it. I've got a Fendt bucket there, look. Even though I ain't got a Fendt tractor. Can you change anything on that? You can change the main colour, but it's still going to say Fendt on there, isn't it? Let's have a look. Ah, these ones. Is that the ones? Let me just have a look. So much stuff on here. Sorry, bear with. All the stuff I got downloaded on the front loaded attachment. Let's have a look. So we've got these buckets. Oh, we've got these ones. How big is that? I might just go for something quite diddy. That's quite a cool little bucket, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, my brother's just commented on here. Evening to you too, bud. How are you? Right. Let's have a look. Is that? I mean, that's not far off the Fiat colour. I might just stay with the I mean, we've got galvanised there, got galvanised there, got galvanised there. I don't really see a lot of difference in them. We'll just stay with the galvanised, what it is. Oh, how much is that? Yeah, we're going to buy it. I said we need it. Okay, so money's a little bit down now. Money is a little bit down. How big's that bucket? I mean, it's not huge, but it'll do the job. And I think for the size of the tractor, well, Germany G, you're just having a little bit of a conversation with my brother there, are you? That's fair enough. I've got no problem with that. Yeah, look at that bucket. I mean, that is an ideal size for this tractor. It doesn't look too silly. Doesn't look bad at all. Anyway, we're going to crack back to the farm. Well, I say farm, not to the farm. It's not a farm. We're going to crack back and feed these animals. Right. Now that isn't a bad little load, is it? That looks pretty good to me. So we had 10,000. We're now £8,549 in the bank. I mean, we're still not, you know, we've been worse. We had 850 we started off with this morning. So let's trundle back. Do well. I'm happy. We like to do well. I am happy. We have got some money in the bank. We have got some feed for the sheep. We've now got a front bucket to clean up the feed area. Oh yes. And you, my man, I shall see you later, bruv. Take it easy. Ah, that's nice. Like I said, I never have the comments up. I said this already. As you will know if you've watched me before, I do repeat myself quite a bit. But I said I've never had the comments up, and it's nice to see that my brother has quickly, as they say, flown in. Flying visit, Daniel. Flying visit. Good man. Nice to see you supporting your brother. That's it, mate. See ya. Right. We're going to crack on. Get a little bit done. We've actually achieved something. We have achieved something today. I'm happy with that. I can live with that. Right. So, absolute speed machine. Flat out at 23 miles an hour. You've got to love it. The only thing I do like of this is the horn. It's like a truck horn. Right. Here we go. So that bucket didn't look that big, did it, in the store? But on that tractor, that looks like a decent sized bucket on there, doesn't it? I quite like that. I've got the yeah, freezing. To be fair, I have got the rear window open. There we go. Front window. Door. There you go, bud. Proper cold now. Absolutely freezing. Now, we like to have the rear window open a little bit. Turn the beacon off. Another pallet of wool. We need to start moving some of these wool pallets because they're going to get bogged up soon. Right. We'll drop that off. That trailer is proper freighted. I always forget about that little dip there. So we theoretically should be able to tip this back into the feed troughs. Can you pick them bits up for me? Yeah, lovely. Oh, a little bit sketchy. You gonna tip that back in there for me? It is. Happy days. It didn't even cross my mind that we didn't have a front bucket here for cleaning up. Tip that in there from there, so it's going to tip back on the floor. Just. Not the prettiest, but it will do. I did say that the chicken area could get a bit grubby, but I can't see where that would be the mess. Right. Let's have a quick look. I'm not too sure what wool is making at the minute. Let's go along. Yeah. It says the chickens are actually fairly way down. Everyone's down feed at the minute. Right. Anyway, let's go over across to this. Right. Eggs. Not the greatest. Wool. Yes. Wool is alright. We're making good money with wool. So, always, go get rid of some, can't we? Come on. You there? Oh. Now, is that a strap there? Lovely, that will do me. Oh. What we'll do, we'll hook this up. And that hooks up to the weight, which is handy dandy. That isn't the biggest trailer in the world, but it will do. Stick that there. Oh yeah, it might help if I get all this off first. Under the strap. Okay. Nope. Yes. No. Yes, what am I doing? There we go. See, it doesn't always go to plan. We try our best. That's all we can do. That's what I always got told. Try your best and you can do no more than that. Right, let's see if it'll pick them two up. Oh! Ooh, we don't want to be doing that. We might have a problem here. Whoa! Yeah. There we go. See, there's me saying that it was going okay today. We loaded the trailer up, no problems at all. And then unloading, well, was a completely different story altogether. Yeah, not the prettiest, but it will do. Is it taking that feed? There we go. My boys just commented. Hello, mate. So now can I try and pick up all these pallets again now? Yeah. We'll go for these two first. So that's had one pallet on this side. I'm going to put another 3. It's going to take all in a minute. These sheep, I mean, they take some feeding. Oh, so this time you only want to pick up 1, do you? No, that's never going to let me take it all over there like that, is it? That is. This is one of the most sketchiest. I've never known. I mean, this is a full-time job feeding these animals. Wow. Why aren't you feeding them grass? I am feeding them grass, bud. This is, I mean, yeah. You are right. Why aren't I cutting the grass and all that? The grass that you can see all around the back of the pasture and that is in-game grass, if it makes sense. I can't actually cut this grass, but what I am feeding them, that is grass. It says it's sheep feed, but it's actually grass. So yeah, I am feeding them grass, bud. So all this grass here, I can't actually cut. It's all like in-game texture, so I can't cut any of it, which is a shame really. There's loads of grass here, isn't there? Loads of grass, and I can't cut any of it. So like I said, I'm going to have to yeah, that's not a bad shout. I mean, you probably have got a great idea. You probably, yeah, that probably would have made sense for me to put the trailer. You know what? I didn't even cross my mind. Didn't even cross my mind to put the trailer over there and take it off the trailer. Saves all this fanning about. Yes, I will try that. Right, the chickens need feeding. And I'm wondering if I can pick up 2 of the bags in one go. What do you reckon? Oh, yes. Oh, bit of a wheel spin there. Lovely. Oh. I thought they were going to take all of that. They eat less than what the sheep do then. Lovely. So, if it sorts itself out, we go onto the menu. We'll go across to animals. Right. Chickens. Fed. Fed. Sheep. Ooh. And they need more water. The sheep, I mean, wow, they eat for England. Wow. Yeah. They've got the munchies. Nice. Bit strange that the water is situated here, but I suppose it's tapped into the main house supply. So I don't know how. I mean, I haven't come across that. Haven't been here long enough to come across what that costs. So it'd be interesting to see. Like I said, I've took this house. This house came with the chicken sheds and the sheep pastures, all as a package. Obviously the tractor, the Land Rover. I mean the little van over there, that's already mine. Some of the equipment. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that comes off the bill. I said we can go and sell some wool now, so I want to see. Let's have a look and see where we can sell. Let's have a look and go across the spinnery. Clearly, okay. So where is the spinnery on this map? The spinnery is down there, is it? Right. Okay. Yesterday I said that I didn't think there would be enough work just here to keep me busy or keep me in money flow, and I'd have to go and do a load of contract work. Saying that, today I have been flat out. Whoa there, take off. I have been flat out. It's what, 1:05 now. Half a day's gone. And I've been absolutely flat out. But we are going to need feed galore, aren't we? We really are. Right. I want to take these down to the spinnery on the Land Rover. Is that going to stay? Yes. My only question is, am I going to need this front loader to unload at the spinnery, or when I get there, is it going to unload automatically? So my question is, like I said, I want to take this down there on the Land Rover, but like I said, will it unload? We'll see. We're going to try that before we go. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully, yes, it will work. Probably could have put them on the trailer a bit differently. Fingers crossed, buddy. Fingers crossed. So I've had it before on other things, not for wool, but for other things, and I've took stuff all the way down to, like, on a bigger map, I've took something all the way down to a sell point. It's took me a bit of a trek to get down there, a bit of time to load the trailer up, got down there, and I couldn't unload it without a front loader. I was fuming would be an understatement. Last pallet on the arse end there. I'm glad to say wool at the minute is making good money. Eggs aren't so great, but then we haven't got a lot of eggs, so I'm not going to cry about that too much. See, I've gone quiet, concentrating. Or contemplating, one of the two. Look at that. That's nice, that is. Right. That's his trailer. He's got a rear hitch on his trailer. Ooh. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? You got it. If I can get anywhere near it. Yeah, my reversing skills aren't the greatest. No. It's obviously got to be another trailer of this similarity, unfortunately. Anyway. It was worth a try. Whoop. Nice little load. See, so I could have, obviously there's more pallets, I could have turned them around and got more on there, but because there's only 4 full ones, they've gone on their right treat. I'm happy with that. do, we'll drop back there. We'll take the little Fiat Beast in. I've got a bad feeling because so if any of you have watched me before, I have had trouble with my internet, and all of a sudden my internet will kick me off, and it's I can hear it in my earphones. The sound's like coming and going. So I'm a little bit dubious that all of a sudden it's going to just go bye, see ya, which would be a little bit frustrating. But there you go. Anyway, we're going to try this. I haven't used this a lot, and this came with the house. Should pull this, no problem. I bet you watched the arse end sink when we hitch up to it. Or did you watch the arse end? Whoop, that's not too bad actually. And this, remember rightly, this has got straps on the roof, so you could potentially, I mean, I wouldn't want to put massive wall pallets up on the roof of this, but you can put stuff on the roof of this as well, which is pretty sound. Anyway, let's go and get this done. Let's make a bit of money. Ooh. So it's handy we can use this little cut through. I'm chuffed to bits with that. This is flying. 43, 44 miles an hour, 45, 46. I better slow down a bit because we'll get a snake on in a minute. Absolutely flying. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Fiat, but for something like this, and all you need to do is move something, yeah, 23 miles an hour just doesn't cut it. Let's see how we get on. It is a little bit light on the steering, I must admit. Right. So. It's in here, apparently. Right. Top right-hand corner. Let's see what we make, shall we? So them two pallets, 2,591, not bad. Wasn't not taking the other pallets in. Will I take the straps off? No, wrong one. Doesn't seem to want to take the rear one for some reason. Right. Oh. There we go, they've moved, so maybe that's done me a favour now. There we go. Lovely. For some reason I don't, there we go. Look at that, so we were 8,000 and doodle-doodle, can't remember. Then we were 10,000, we bought some seed, we bought a front loader, then we were down to 8, and now we're back up to 13,730. I mean, come on. Can't grumble at that. Can't grumble at that at all. Right. That was good. I like that. So. It was indeed. I mean, I didn't understand. Overtake. Didn't understand why it wouldn't take, but it would eventually. Look at these gates. So you come up where the cement mixer lorry is now. It's a bit of a glitch in the game here. So if you look at the gates, you can look, the gates are actually opened outwards onto the road. Look, the gates. And if we approach them, they've now gone back in, and they're now open inwards. That's very strange. Very odd indeed. Two o'clock. Oh, it's been a busy day. Start at 6. Like I said, I am playing ×5. So the days are gonna fly by. I'm doing a 6-day season stint, as they say. So yeah, days flying by. Right. The animals are happy to a certain extent. The sheep aren't completely fed to their full compatibility. That's the right word, but they're happy to a certain extent. So what we'll do, say, break the habit of a lifetime, we're going to close the gates up. I'm going to have a quick look. Let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's see if there's a contract for field 27. I bet there is. Ah, here we go. Field 27, 3,428. Cultivating. Another cultivating contract. Field 27. So what we'll do, we'll accept the contract on that. We'll go and jump in the little beast that it is. And we'll go and make a bit of money. Don't worry, you're not going to watch. I'm not going to do this. You're not going to see me do another cultivating contract. I am going to probably call it a day. Now look, we can get to field 27 right here. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I mean, much longer than what I normally do. When I normally do a live stream, I normally anything from 40 minutes to an hour. Obviously, I don't want to bore people too much. You know, I can play this game when I get a chance. I can play it all the time. It's very rare that I'm playing the game at this time of night, actually. But like I said, normally now this is quite a long episode for me. One of the longest I've probably done. It was nice for all the positive comments. You know who you are coming up on the screen. It's nice that my brother popped in to say hello, and my son, who's in the next room playing on his computer, popped in to say hello. Yeah, so I appreciate all the comments, appreciate people watching. So I'm going to crack on and get this contract done. It's now 2:15 in the afternoon, so I'll get this done, get a bit of money, get some more feed. So I'm going to have to come. We need a better solution really for feeding the animals. Say Fred's farm is just up there. Maybe we can speak to him, and maybe there's something we can do about feed. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to crack on. So thanks for watching. And yeah, this is Jay Plays Farming Simulator 19 Lawfolds 2. Yeah. What I'm laughing for. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.